Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Happy Friday, everyone. Come on in, say hello, get you some new friends, okay? Mm-hmm. Come on in and say hello, everyone. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to set some stuff up for y'all because some stuff is being set up. The message is everything happens for a reason. Welcome to Earth School, beloved. Everything happens for a reason. Welcome to Earth School, beloved. Come on in and happy Friday, everyone. Come on in, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Hey, Majestic Grace. Hey. Welcome to Earth School, everyone. Welcome to Earth School, okay? So it sounds like something is brand new. Something has changed. All right, we're going to get into this. I'm trying to load y'all some stuff up here because you got to remember I'm still doing what I'm doing, okay? So there is that. Come on in, please, and thank you. Say hello, get you some new friends. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Okay, we just gonna leave that there. All right, so we good to go. All right, so hello everyone. Hello, hello, happy Friday. It is welcome to Earth School. Something has changed. We got some brand new energy around here. All right, so just so y'all know, before we kick this thing off, y'all already know what I got to do. All right, this should have been attached too, but maybe it still may be because people buy water every day, all day. So these are my products that I have. The links are down below. I have to come and bring y'all. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me do this right because we have to inform the people. Okay. Y'all come on in. Welcome. Please and thank you. It don't matter who giving the message as long as the message is good, right? Welcome to Earth School. This is about life, okay? Please and thank you. We love it here. We love it here because miracles are happening every day. All right, so we apparently ain't tapped into that. We just okay, there it is. Welcome. Come on in. Say hello. Please tap that screen. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. So miracles are happening every day. Welcome to Earth School, beloved. Happy Friday. Come on in, say hello, please and thank you. What happened? Hey, Mike. Hi. Come on in, please and thank y'all. Nothing happened yet. Not from what I know. I mean, a lot didn't happen, but not from what I know. Okay. Please and thank you. If y'all haven't seen, y'all, let me tell y'all something while I'm waiting for this. Right. Um, TikTok let me make a 25-minute video. Why did they do that? I do not know. But if y'all have not seen it, go look at it. It was my whole day, y'all. All right, so miracles are not rare events. They're natural. They're natural language of alignment. Okay, let's see. Miracles are happening today. Period. Okay, y'all, my handwriting with a little bit asunder, okay? But either way, their natural language of alignment. When your heart opens, your energy softens right on time. See what I'm saying? And we are here. Hello, everyone. Thank y'all for being here. Happy Friday. Welcome to Earth School. Miracles are taking place today. Which side are you looking at? Or is the glass half empty or is the glass half full? Is the glass half empty or is the glass half full? There are new energies being born today. It said, welcome to Earth School, beloved. Or it could be y'all going through a reset or ascension, or somebody probably entered into dark night of the soul phases. And welcome, but also sorry. I mean, if you know, then you know, okay? Period, point blank. Now, all right, let me put this down for a minute. So what I was getting ready to tell y'all, you know, we're going to get into this because the links are attached, right? So what I have is the same thing I have every day, lashes, okay, wear this every day, point blank, period. And I probably need a new one because I already told y'all I use this every day. So we're advertising this. It's good. I use it. If you see anything that looks like lashes, it wasn't, okay? Reason being, I love some lashes. I mean, in the past year or two. But anyway, this has been recently. So anything in however long this came out, if it looked like lashes, it's not. It's actually this. Why? Lashes are expensive. Have you seen this economy? People can barely eat. Okay, so substitute. This is what it is. Get you this. And if you like the way it looks and you're of the other, you know, and you deal with anyone, get them this. Okay, these are great stocking stuffers. Please use them. All right. It will be sitting here on the table. All right, so we got that. Now, the next thing is y'all have been seeing my journey with this, and I said I was going to bring it to y'all. Y'all, I love this, and I'm going to tell y'all why. One, I can take this and stick it in my pocket, right? And it can go because it's like travel size. You don't have to, it's a single serving. You can take this and dump it in this water, or you could just pour it straight into your mouth, right? Yeah, well, guess what? Today, I'm going to enjoy it as a nice little drink while I'm sitting here with y'all because, and when you dump it in your mouth, it gives the coolest sensation like a candy or something, like a cool powder, right? I should have dumped it in my water and then dumped it in here, but guess what? You know, sometimes when you're talking, you do too much. Either way, we going to drink this while we sitting here. Now, if you are like me, and I'm gonna just tell y'all, this may be TMI, but I be constipated sometimes because I probably don't drink enough water. Trying to drink more water, which is why, you know, we got water, okay? Either way, but I've been going very regular since been drinking that. Probiotics are great for your system. It is 900 billion CFU active cultures, 6 specifically, specially selected strains just for your gut health. 30 on-the-go packets. I like this. But again, I just started, so we're going to keep on going. And I'm trying to take care of my system from the inside out. So not only am I trying to look beautiful on the outside, I'm trying to look beautiful on the inside. So as y'all see me doing stuff, this is for inside, okay? So hopefully my skin, along with that other thing that I just advertised, that is that vitamin C thing, hopefully they're doing things together. All right, so just so y'all know, I am using this, and I ain't just trying to sell this to you, but I'm using it. So if you see any differences that you like, this the reason why, because this was new, all right? So if you out here thinking, you know, she glowing and growing, the link's down below. All right? Get you that. So I'm going to move this over here because we're going to drink this. Now, what y'all just saw I did was I wrote with this pen, right? I made that mistake. I should have pulled out my handy dandy gel pen because, listen, you see how that one wrote, miracles are happening today? It looked horrible, don't it? Because it's been skipped and everything else. Now, watch how smoothly this little thing writes. I didn't have to go back over it. It wrote miracles straight through. Can you see that? There's no skips in it. It was smooth. Mind you, this is on a cup, so just imagine what it does on a piece of paper. I definitely ride for these. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get that, and we're going to move that to the side. Period, point blank. Now, we're going to get into the... I'm not in a good area for reception today. Mike, you know, we here. Be careful, okay? So I'm going to sit this here. Everything else is going to be, you know, off to the side, so y'all should be able to see it, but y'all already heard it, so we can give it to y'all. Anyway. Next thing is everything happens for a reason. That's the message. Everything happens for a reason. Welcome to Earth School, beloved. Now, everybody's looking at, you know, our society as a whole. You know, we are probably like the laughing stock of everywhere on Earth right now, right? Why? Well, because as a collective, we have all made a few bad choices. You know, whether or not we choose to vote, not vote, whether or not we choose to get into society, whether or not we choose to help build, whether we choose to stand idly by and just observe, whatever we choose, it does not matter. Whatever you choose, it's only right for you, right? You have to do your journey. You have to walk your walk. But as a collective unit, we still have to move accordingly. Right is right and wrong is wrong. So in our society, we have now shown that a group of people that have no morals or real ethics in their life are now allowed to rule our country, and that goes for all of them. That goes for all of them. I'm going to just say, because if we just going to put stuff into the system, I want to be president. If y'all just going to vote for a random black woman, I want to be president. So this is my run. Because at this point, I feel like I would do a better job than anybody sitting there. Because there is no reason why I should wake up today and on God's good green earth, and the first thing that I see on social media or anywhere else in life is that there are people sitting at the top that are now dislocating and removing themselves away from a specific person, place, or thing that is sitting right beside them because of the monstrosity and the atrocities of the current administration. Because from what Miss Susie is reporting, and that was the first thing I saw, is that the videos, and there's more things that are horrific, more horrific than y'all would even know. Mind y'all, these are monstrosities that have been committed upon children. So with that being said, if y'all don't know what to do with the job, then I don't know what to do with it either, but I feel like morals and values are important. And I damn sure wouldn't be doing that. So if we just out here electing any and everybody, I might as well just be the first candidate. And because then after that, the next thing I saw, so it must be a political environment, right? But again, I said everything happens for a reason. No matter what it is. We may not even like it. And this is why I said we have to all be accountable for the truth. Like when we start asking for the truth, we have to understand the truth. And we have to make sure we put it in our memory banks and in our pockets. And do y'all remember what I told y'all before about the mind? The mind is very tricky because the mind wants to protect you, right? And it was funny because Mike, you sent me the thing this morning. So I'm gonna play this thing because I've been telling y'all this for a while. Mind y'all, I didn't have no degree for that, but there's somebody that has a degree for that. And I told y'all I don't have no reason to lie to y'all. I mean, I have read a book or two, you know, and I am, you know, observant in some things. So I never had to lie to anybody about anything. But this is the thing. In society, I have watched certain statistics and things that would come out, right? And you know, when they do statistics, they can take like 2 people out of 25, and then they'll start saying this people, that people, that da, right? But when you start seeing whole groups of people that start living in or being in like a delusional, or how they try to say we were all it was a collective delusion. I don't know the actual terms, but either way, y'all, let's listen to this lady, okay?
So after psychology, After learning everything I did about psychology in the 8 years I've been studying psychology, what made me curious is how powerful a brain is. So I signed up for a part-time student in neuroscience. So my new degree that I am now seeking, and you're gonna think.
And maybe y'all should go find her because she's actually giving out what she's learning in school. She's paying for it. Her name is Coach Denisha Monique. Go look her up because she get ready to drop y'all some gems and some jewels. Okay, please and thank you. This each one teach one.
I've already been in school for, well, that would be 9 years next month. It's neuroscience. I'm a teacher.
And one more thing, not to just blow smoke up her ass, but you know, they keep saying that black women are amongst the most educated in this world in society. She's choosing to do this with her time, not being forced or anything else.
Everything I learned in the last 6 months. Let's go. So let me save you the tuition, the textbooks, and the headaches, right? This is what I've learned about the human brain, behavior, and why most people stay stuck. Let's go. First thing I want to talk about is how your brain does not want you to be successful. It wants you to be safe. Your brain does not know the difference between fake versus reality. You teach it, so it don't know when you are actually in real danger unless you already have an experience or have been exposed to something of the sort that says that this situation is dangerous. So a lot of people equate success to danger. That's the most people don't fear failure, they fear success. Every time you try something new, your brain will literally treat it like it's a threat, right? So that is why growth feels like anxiety. Right? Growth makes you anxious. Growth seems hard to some people. It's not really hard. Your nervous system just thinks that you are in danger because you are evolving. And the reason why it feels that way is because you are doing something different than a norm. Number two is your anterior mid-cingulate cortex is your willpower muscle. You got to become acquainted with it. Acquainted. Jesus, then you just slow down. If you don't know what that is, go down a rabbit hole, jump down it, don't come out. But I'm going to break it down as simply as I possibly can. This part of your brain literally grows when you do the hard things that you don't want to do. Studies actually show that you live longer when you do the things that you don't want to do, and that the only way you can trust yourself again is if you do the things that you don't want to do. And a lot of people, procrastination is a lack of trust. Perfectionism is a lack of trust. You really don't trust yourself, so you won't do the hard thing, or your follow-through is weak because you don't trust yourself. So you don't get discipline by motivation. Motivation is an outfit. You take it on and take it off. It's not something that stays. It's not something that's always around. Matter of fact, it's not even your friend. You get discipline by repetition under resistance. Yeah. Comfort literally kills the very part of your brain that makes you unstoppable, which is the anterior mid-cingulate cortex. If you're not growing that part, you are literally shortening your days on this earth. You're shrinking your brain.
Y'all better get up and do something.
You don't even know it just by talking yourself out of doing what you say you wanted to do.
Do what you need to do. Stop. I'm gonna start tomorrow.
Number 3 is dopamine is not the reward. It is the pursuit. Dopamine is not the reward. It is the pursuit. You don't get dopamine when you achieve something. You get dopamine when you chase something.
I love her.
Scrolling feels so much easier than selling to most of y'all. Your brain is chasing micro rewards instead of long-term payoffs. That is why people are out here falling for the get-rich-quick schemes, the instant gratification, and you won't necessarily put in the work that you know you need to, because that part seems easier. But it's also short-lived. The faster you get it.
That also says that the algorithm is fucking with us. Yup.
The faster it goes. The fourth thing is trauma will literally teach your brain to overprotect you.
I told y'all that.
Yeah. Now, peace feels boring, right? Chaos feels normal. Until you retrain your nervous system, you'll keep calling dysfunction drive.
That's why y'all can't fuck with us peaceful people. We don't play
Number
that.
5 is one of my favorites because I don't give a damn how old you are or how young you are or whatever you think. You are not stuck in your ways. It is an actual choice.
Facts.
Every day you activate the choice to stay the same, and expect a different. Most of y'all expect different results. But when people tell you stuff like, "Oh, they're just set in their ways," I call bullshit. Because number 5 is neuroplasticity is proof that you can start over. Let's talk about it.
I love her.
Every new thought, every new action, every new habit literally rewires your brain. Just that simple. What does that mean? That means that you are never too old. It's never too late. You are never too far gone. You just haven't repeated the right thing long enough. Yeah. Number 6 is the brain learns by emotion, not information. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. Your brain learns by emotion, not information.
Y'all are so emotional.
Out there who just want to sell a product and you don't know the pain points or the emotional triggers of the people that you are trying to sell to. That's why y'all be on here begging for 16 damn hours a day. People do not change when they understand. People change when they feel. People do not change when they understand that they need to change. People change when they feel.
She got a degree. So I'm going to have to say that all the other smart people that was trying to tell me, I love her.
You have to make them feel something. You have to make them feel like
giving them something.
If they don't change, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, give them... That is why storytelling sells more than strategy alone.
Look at right? God.
If you are great at telling stories and you have a strategy,
I don't teach tarot.
You got a good thing going.
I tell y'all stories.
Most people, especially in the marketing space, do not know how to storytell. And they just rely on strategy alone, and that ain't gonna work. Emotion literally etches memory. Logic only explains it. Number 7 is something I have to work on, and I'm still working on it. Judge somebody else. Number 7 is rest is a form of reprogramming. What do I mean by that? When you rest, your brain merges your memories, ideas, and identity. So no, resting doesn't mean that you are lazy. Resting is, we're gonna call it is neurological wealth. Yeah.
And y'all know what else I love that she did? She said, and I have this issue. Like, she ain't trying to say, you know, she got it down pat, even though she knows it. We all know stuff, and sometimes we just don't apply it. It's okay, because remember I said, play as fuck up. We can change. We're allowed to grow. I love her.
6 months of neuroscience literally taught me that your brain is plastic, not permanent. You don't need a new life. Okay. You need a new rewiring, and then the new life will follow based on your rewiring.
That one was special to me because remember I said the lady that motivated everybody that was, she said that she had moved into her studio. She rented a studio outside, and I said that lady don't know how many people she's motivating, because I saw another girl, another creator that, you know, said the exact same thing, that she saw the video. And so as I was in here and I'm upgrading, you know, certain things for the studio, and y'all see me trying to, my channel went crazy yesterday with the test, because I'm trying to, you know, move into another area, which I'm calling the studio. And I said that I had to look at it different. Instead of trying to move out into the studio, this is the studio. Period. Thinking of it different.
Hope y'all like this video. See y'all later. Bye. So after psychology,
she said, see you later, bye. Y'all, I love that. Now, you know, thank you, Mike, for that, period. Mike sent that. And I'm thankful for that. And then, guess what? The blessing, right, is on the flip side of that. Moving into the new area, although I'll be able to utilize any area that I want, I'll be able to, once I've learned from the desktop, post that video so y'all can see that video too, right where I'm sitting here. And it don't have to be just laying there, okay? And then the people can get the proper credit that they're supposed to be able to get. So it's lots of upgrades. And again, everything happens for a reason. So he sent that. I don't even know when he sent it, but I saw it today. Excuse me. I love you. Have a good day and be careful. Don't overdo it. That's my son. He gonna do what he want, but I still gotta say it as a mother. Oh, he said he sent it last night. Okay, so he was right on time. So everything happens for a reason, including all the stuff that's happening that we think is traumatic, okay? Oh, and shout out to the beautiful ladies that are in Philadelphia that have now created the free grocery store for the community. And mind you, they didn't skimp on anything. They literally have food that they're giving out free grocery store. So if y'all see on the repost, then y'all will see on the repost. But in order for us to even see humanity move like this, all that other stuff had to happen to y'all. And so, you know, sorry that we're at this moment, but it's also amazing that we're at this moment because expose it and uncover it. So then there's also another lady that is now calling around to all the churches and, you know, the Christian churches mostly. And it's sad because one of the ladies said, this is like the Christian Super Bowl. This should be the Christian Super Bowl. But mind you, it's crickets. And again, yes, expose them all. So it's a lady sitting online and she's calling around to different churches, and you know, she called I think a mosque. They helped. A little old man, he helped most. And right now it might be all, but I'm gonna say most of all the Christian churches that she called. Mind you, she's up in the numbers calling these people, right? Will not help. Have not helped. Y'all know how much money y'all have given to the Christian churches and to the people. Mind you, I ain't putting my mouth on nobody, because again, you know, God sends the prophets. We don't know, and the people. So I ain't going to put my mouth on nobody, but I am going to put my mouth on the situation because it just goes to show. It just goes to show. How many of you have been paying tithes and putting money into, I done heard so many stories as to people, you know, older, you know, especially older black women, because I'm going to just say that is mainly a big target because of course, you know, morals and values, and we want to always be as close to God as we can. So, you know, back in the day, they just followed. Thank God for having a mind of your own. Either way, they would take money from the people, and then when their family members and things of that nature, or when they needed money for electricity or bills, they would never help them. It's so many churches. It's a running joke in the black community, and tell me if I'm lying. If I'm lying in the chat, if in fact that this is wrong. That they always got a building fund and the building never get funded. The building never, the doors be raggedy, everything. They got a building fund and it don't support the building. Where's the money going to? So it's always like a little joke. Oh, the pastor has a Bentley, or the pastor has this, that, and the third. And the community is always broke. And then when they need something, they don't help. Not all, but a huge majority of it. But mind you, do you know how much money goes into these organizations? And there's a woman calling around, baby crying in the back, screaming, and they're not willing to help. Isn't that something? Is that what Jesus would do? Is that what God would do? Is that what the prophets would do? It's people out here that don't even have it, that is literally trying to figure out how to feed the community. Meanwhile, there's big, huge ballroom parties going on and this, that, and the third. But guess what? It had to happen. It all has to happen. Because otherwise, would you know who's who? Would you know who's who if it didn't? Before, when it wasn't cool to, you know, say the N-word to anyone or act in this manner. But all of a sudden, it was taught, it was said, it was okay. And then all of a sudden, a group of people started acting in some type of way because all of a sudden, it was cool to show who you really are. That's an amazing thing. Definitely show who you are. Show who you are. Be who you are. On one hand, a lot of y'all were surprised to know that, oh, this person is this. But I always said, why would you be upset with that? A person is telling you who they are. You ask for the truth, and then you get mad. It's okay that everybody don't like you. It's okay that some people don't want to deal with you. That's okay. But still being a good person and having morals and values, even if I could say I don't like a person for whatever reason, right? Because I'm black, and there's some black people that I don't like. There's some black people that I'm not going to go around or in there. And the same vice versa. Vice versa. So they try to use it as far as, oh, it has to be this race against. Nope, nope, no, 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 nope, nope. We have to talk about it. We have to know it. We have to understand it, that it happens just like it happens in their community too. Because, the uppity ones don't like the trailer park ones. It happens even in cultures. And then everybody wants to say, oh, we're this, or they want to be offended or violated, when they figure out or when they see it happening on a bigger, larger scale race or platform. But y'all do it every day. We do it every day. We just cover it up and we lie, and then we act like it don't exist. But it does exist. It exists even in the same race. So now the thing is this. Everybody's starting to know and understand that we're not so different. We're not so different. Because there's some people with some big ass feet, money long, everything long, and they wish to destroy humanity and society because you don't belong here. You don't belong here. Whether it is because of your hair is a certain texture, or if your skin is a certain color, or if it is how much money you have or lack thereof. But at least you get to know, and at least you get to find out who belongs where and who is who. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like it's more dangerous not to know who a person is. Like, if I understand that you are this type because, you told me and I can accept the truth and it's okay, then I also know how to deal with you or not deal with you. And you heard what the lady said. And I've been saying that, and I don't have a degree there, but I've heard it, I know it, I understand it. Your brain will tell you that something doesn't exist. Mind you, the thing is right in your face. A lot of us sleep with the enemy. A lot of us act like we don't see those people when they're doing certain things. And it's not until we're heavily triggered that all of a sudden we're able to speak the truth and say, these people abuse me, these people lied to me, these people try to hurt me, these people try to do whatever it is to you. Mind you, the strangest part about life and our actual, oh, I was supposed to have this way. Miracles are happening every day. The strangest part about, life and relationships and things of this nature, and how many people have done this, and how many people do you know that have done this? You can always spot it easier when it's somebody else outside of you. But you can see a person in a relationship with somebody and they're not compatible. You'll say, oh, this person don't belong with this person because this person is too nice, da-da-da-da-da. Take it you, for instance. The person that comes in and treats you nice, that, wants to love you and wants to cater to you, depending upon who you are, how you are, you won't accept that. You know how they say the good girls always want the bad boys? Because I always wondered how good people end up with, the givers. How did this person get with that person? Like, there's so many people out in the world that you would think that the good people would gravitate towards the good people, but no, it's always like a good person overly giving, and then they end up with this person, and then this person traumatizes the person, and then this person has to make a choice on whether or not they're going to be, still who they are because, that's just in their nature, or the majority of the time the person turns hard and cold because I gave you everything, but why didn't you have discernment to know that that wasn't for you? This person didn't love you. This person didn't want to be with you. This person, you were only an opportunity for this person. And we have all done it. We have all done it. Lessons. And so, do we see the lesson, or do we understand the lesson, or no matter whatever it is, But do you realize, like, a lot of us are still just going through the motions, not dealing with, or just, wanting to get away from, or not knowing how to. Because even when she said, peace, like, have y'all, when a person finds peace, you can't pay them. If you raise your voice to, they going this way, because they already been there, done that. They're not going to allow you to disrupt their peace. It's not going to happen. But in the process of that, it is like before we know, or before we understand, we could have lost so much of ourselves, because we don't understand why this person is going to treat us this way, or why this person is going to treat us that way, or why they didn't love us, or why, why could we not get into loving a person? Because that has happened too. Like, I done had somebody that was so sweet to me, and it was just like something about them. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I just couldn't. So again, everything exists. Maybe it was the energy. There was no reason. It was, they said, speaking unnecessary lessons, not repeating unnecessary lessons, dressed as new teacher. A lot of people dealing with that right now. I just told y'all, I said, when these people start getting to relationships right now, especially when I know the energy is tricking everybody, the energy is definitely tricking everybody. So it's making people think that, okay, I should run towards this person, this person, this person, and everybody should want to, be in love and this, that, and the third. But the majority of everything that's happening right now is a lot of trying to take you off of your square, or misalign you, so that you can, suffer the consequences of. And again, like I said, everything happening for a reason. This has to happen in order for this have to happen. Cause and effect. And although it's traumatic and sad that, we're seeing this, it's also amazing that we're seeing this. So the other side of this is, do y'all know that there's people that don't know anything about anything that's taking place right now? Like, they're not on social media. They are oblivious to all of this. That's when they say ignorance is bliss. And I ain't gonna lie to you, sometimes, y'all, and I am sure a lot of us can remember when we were just that as well. Just going through life and not concerned about any of this shit. Like, whatever life is, or whatever life was, or whatever life is doing, you're just doing it. And so here we are. But mind you, it said, welcome to Earth School, beloved. Welcome. So somebody has entered into the gates. This could be new children. This could be people, again, that are going through spiritual awakening. And there's a lot of people right now going through spiritual awakening and not even understanding what's truly happening to them. So for those of you that are new and don't understand, let me fill y'all in on how my journey went when I got the biggest jolt to the system. Okay. Everybody's after you, but nobody's after you. Everybody's watching you, but nobody's watching you. As above, so below. As within, so without. Everything's yours, nothing is yours. The amount of what you're learning right now is important. Write it down if you can. Video it if you can. Is even better. It will recycle back to you when it's time. Either way, writing it down, you could potentially lose the book. It's fine. You'll find it back again when it's time. There is some stuff that's going to happen that's going to blow your mind, and you're going to be thinking that you're bugging. You're not. It's going to be really eerie how you're going to start to run into people that have the same similar story as you. It's fine. You're on your journey. They're on their journey. They're not a threat to you. They are actually there to assist. The amount is up to you. Don't listen to nobody, but listen to everything. Observe, don't absorb. Use the energy for the great things. Kick out all of the things that don't apply to you. Don't insert nothing into your system. Watch out for people that gravitate towards you that are, you questioning because they energy suckers. Just so you know, you're not wrong. Don't take nothing from nobody that you don't think that you could overpower or that the spirit ain't gave you the discernment to take. Watch out for people wanting to gift things really, really quickly. But also have discernment to know when God is inserting people into your system in order for you to take that and go on and get to advance to your level. I know a lot of this seems contradictory, and it is, but that's the way that it works. It's okay. You're okay. You already have all the tools that you need. I know you feel like you are defeated. You're not. Push harder. But also, care less. Push harder, care less. I know, again, another contradiction. Check everything. Check everything. Don't eat nothing from nobody. Don't let nobody pour you no drinks, and don't leave no drinks nowhere you. Also, yeah, check the smoke detectors and bust them down if you have to in order to make you feel better, because people be recording shit. If you think they're following you, they are. Okay? But also, just know, you got this. You will find your people. Because we are out here. Some people will come along and they will act like they're your people. They not your people. They know the program, but they don't know the program. Okay? It's the same as you seeing online. I told y'all, pay attention. If you see group 7, pay attention to group 7. We love group 7, but also it's being infiltrated. That's how society works, okay? Stay to yourself, but also integrate. All right? I know that's hard. You'll understand, okay? But everything happens for a reason. Everything is happening for a reason. It is your testimony. Love it. That is the best thing that you can do, no matter where you are. Even if you're homeless, okay? You didn't die. That test is for a reason. We have all been there, okay? Anybody that has showed up we have been through a lot of similar things, okay? You will make it. Just don't die. That's the #1 rule. You may get down to the tune of, you may feel like you want to, but don't. Because your life can change at a blink of an eye. You could be homeless tomorrow and sitting in a mansion the next day. And vice versa. You can be sitting in a mansion one day and then your ass outside the next day. Understand? So, you're not tripping. You're not tripping. And you will be okay. You got this. Anyway, everything happens for a reason. Even the glitch. Even the eye awakening of the masses. They do this, the cause, and then the effect. I told y'all, from the time this whole entire thing started, my aunt told me that they will undo themselves. Stay humble in all situations, period. And Abby Grace said nobody. Oh, hey, nobody. She said, hey, no to nobody. But I thought she meant to listening, listen to everything, but also listen to yourself, okay? When one thing exists, so does the other. Just the other thing. And as quickly as you can get to this realization, when one thing exists, so does the other. When one thing pops in your brain, jump to the other one too, so then that way you got all aspects. And then circle that thing on around, okay? That's how you went. And even when we in dark places, we're not afraid of the dark. We adjust, we pivot, and we can see better in the dark than we can see in the light, because we are light beings, so understand that. They can't come and cover you in no darkness. They can turn off the lights on us today, and guess what we gonna do? We gonna flourish in the dark, because that's what we are. We are the light. So how they gonna turn the lights off on us? They turn off the lights, we start shining. Period. And we move accordingly. Keep going. It may feel tough. Yes. One of the things that I have learned in life, and I'm glad this lady said what she said about your nervous system, because again, she could break it down. She went to school for it. But I have told y'all many times sitting on this platform, I jumps out windows. I will jump out the window. No safety net. Even when I sat here, when God said, this time you're going to have to fly. Do y'all remember me telling y'all that? I will go to places that I've never been before. I will do things that I've never done. I will just jump into a situation and, you know, it's going to be what's going to be. And I know for a fact that God got me. But also, even bigger than that, I got God. So I got me. Know it, understand it, put it in your pocket. Because one of the things that I also often have said since I've been sitting on this channel, I don't know where them spiritualists go when they say, I'm returning to God. I don't know where they go because I've never left. And whether or not I'm doing this, that, or the third, I'm always where God want me to be. All the time. So, you know, that kind of baffled my mind because where do y'all people go? When them people get y'all to lie and say that y'all was doing this because, you know, y'all was with the dark, this, that, and the third, that's weird to me. And the only reason why that's weird to me is because any being that is of God and you got sent here from God and you are a teacher and everything else, like in the system, you are a student in the system, you're always going to be learning in the system. Like, where y'all be at? Because even if I go into the pits of hell, I'm going to have God when I go. And everybody down there going to have to watch out. So it confuses me. And it's always the thing because people will get mad when they'll say, oh, you don't belong doing that because God is in everything. God will use the most unlikely person to send them to where the people need to be. I don't know where y'all holy rollers be at. So that way is when y'all come over saying God is in everything for me. So I don't know where, you know, y'all exist at. That's where we differ. Because if God send me over there to do this job to get this person, that's what I'm going to do. So, you know, maybe y'all are different. Either way, to each his own. I ain't got nothing to say. Y'all do that. But everything happens for a reason. We are now dealing with some of the most sick, deplorable people sitting in position. Let me see. She said facts. People say, when I found God, I'm wondering where they was. That's what I'm getting at. Because where do y'all be at? Like, listen. We be praying to God everywhere. I was praying to God before I was going to the club. Listen, God, please watch over me, protect me. Maybe I ain't supposed to be out in these streets. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm the word that's going to keep somebody safe. But either way, please cover me and let me have a good time. Thank you. And I had good times. Shit, even when it was traumatic, we started a whole motherfucking bar fight. Guess what? We didn't get shot, we didn't get killed, nobody died. It was the biggest bar fight ever. That shit was fucking fun. But guess what? It was also traumatic because I ain't never been in the middle of a bar fight. My friend got hit. This person, like, either way, we all rolled out of there with our life. Look at God. And we got to live to talk about it. After we got back to the places, we was cracking the fuck up because how did this shit even start? Why did this person do this? Like, you know, God be everywhere for me. Because I could have died. Somebody could have got shot. Something could have went wrong and ran amok. But look at God. God is always here. Where you? That's what I'm getting at. That's what I be trying to figure out. Like, where God be at? Like, where do God be at? Because God definitely know I be needing God. Because I be doing stuff that need God. Like, God, please watch over me while I'm doing this. That's why I told y'all, I literally prayed one time in the midst of doing something. I knew I was about to die. Like, nothing in my life could have told me that I was not getting ready to expire on that table. And I started negotiating like I don't know what with God. God, if you please keep me, I will do this, that, and the third. That's why can't nobody tell me that this ain't, nah, because literally I felt my life leaving my body on that table. And even though I didn't want to have no more children or anything else, I promised God I would never do that ever again. And I would be like, whatever you need me to do, God, I'm going to do. And my ass got up off that table. I felt the life come back to me. So ain't nobody going to tell me that God don't exist. Can't nobody negotiate with me. Like, I wouldn't have been here multiple times. I let go of the steering wheel one night because I was so distraught. There's a reason we live when we were young, because we had something to do in this lifetime. That's what I'm getting at. And I'm driving, I'm just distraught, thinking that it's the worst, you know, whatever done happened. This nigga done got all up in my brain and everything else. Mind you, I ain't never loved a nigga like this at this point in time, right? So, you know, I'm crying, and I was thinking, maybe if I just do this, it would be all be over. Dumbest thought ever, but guess what? I was young. It happened. God said, no, ma'am, you got kids and everything else and a whole life to live. I need you to get up here, and when Earth School starts, when people start waking up and they realize that this is the school of life, we are here, this is life, you're going to need to be, you know, discussing that. Meanwhile, that car went around the curb, y'all. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. It's not a curb, a car just goes around. My car went around it. At my trajectory, the way it was driving, at the trajectory that I had, I should have went straight through the store. I went around the curb. After that, never tried that again, because guess what? For what? Ain't none of y'all niggas ever gonna be worth it. And yeah, I love my life. So even when it started to trigger, and you know, Dark Night of the Soul, and people were saying, oh, it's this, that, and the third, because they will try to act like you want to off yourself. Don't ever let nobody think that you want to off yourself. Why? Because they be trying to get it done, and it's best for them if you do it, so then they ain't got to go to jail. You gonna have to come get my ass. They gonna have to know that you did that. Never try that again, ever. Life is amazing. And mind you, I just told you I just got here. So the fact that I just got here says I want to love some more, a whole lot more. I want to go to some places where there's waterfalls. You remember when TLC said, don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Fuck them bitches. Because I'm going to go chasing waterfalls. It was nice, you know, back then, but I'm going to have to, I get what they was doing there, but I'm going to go chase some waterfalls, okay? I'm going to just make sure that I'm very, very safe in the process of me chasing waterfalls. Y'all ever notice something, too? I hate to tell y'all, and men, I love y'all so much. Y'all big, y'all strong. A lot of y'all smart, but a lot of y'all stupid, right? I love y'all so much, and I love the men that be being men, right? But if y'all haven't realized that women are starting to realize and understand that a lot of the problems that have come about and are happening are because of y'all. So pretty soon there's about to be a run on real good men, and we ain't talking about a run on because we want to do nothing with y'all. No, that I know that's what y'all be thinking. Y'all are the only ones that can be here. Because I'm telling God on all of y'all. Like literally, you know when they say snitches get stitches, fuck it, I'm telling. As fast as the gates open, I'm telling on every single one of y'all. Because there is no way. Like, God, you sent them there as guardians, and all they did was kill, steal, destroy. And then they watched killing, stealing, and destroying. And then they also participated, mind you, while they was watching, as they was overseeing. Yeah, I'm telling. I'm telling for real. Because what the hell? I know where the rivers and lakes are. Where the waterfalls at. That's what I'm saying. I done seen, and plus, guess what? The rivers and lakes is dirty. See what I'm saying? At their time, when it, see how time changes? Because during their time, when they say don't go chasing waterfalls, please stick to the rivers and the lakes, they was thinking that because the rivers and the lakes were very quaint and, you know, they were clean back then. Now everybody been bathing in them, and it's not it's not what it was back then. Shit has changed. So we have to go chasing waterfalls, because you know, as the waterfalls, the rocks, the water gets clean as it gets churned over the rocks. So I think I know what they meant, but I'm gonna have to say, fuck that. I need to see something different. Cause so we just gonna be safe as we looking. That's what I got for y'all, okay? Please and thank y'all. Anyway, everything happens for a reason. The good, the bad, the ugly. And I feel, you know, how mankind can feel when it comes to, and I mean even the people, because y'all listen, not for nothing, right? Now that we've been put in a bad situation, everybody always, now people laughing at us, right? But mind you, it made me think of, y'all seen them Indian videos and shit, right? How they always want to make it like Indian food is like they sitting on the floors and doing all this stuff, and it be rats and stuff around. Do y'all remember how back in the day, they would show Africa, like the feeding of the children, the little kids would have like the big old stomachs and this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, Africa got money. They don't have loans and all this other extra shit. They teach them that if you're gonna buy something, you're gonna pay for it, right? Some shit we probably should have learned, right? But either way, the image of what they give us, right? Give to the people. And meanwhile, now look at us. Y'all see the trend that's going around on social media that says don't judge because one day it could be you. We are officially a third world country. We got people outside trying to feed us. Thank you. And I appreciate that, right? Thank you and I appreciate that. But it also triggered my brain to remember. The last will be first and the first will be last. The last will be first and the first shall be last. They treated Africa as a third world country. Now Africa is rising. But the fact of the matter is Africa is the cradle of life anyway. She's meant to rise. But along with that, in her rising, Africa is not just Africa itself. Africa is the people. And that means everywhere. That was everywhere. I think I was drawn to your life for a reason. Can you please describe your God to me? No, it's only one God, and I don't have to describe it. No, sir. If you don't know and you don't feel it, if you didn't feel it when you entered the room, then, but no. Anyway, everything happens for a reason. No matter what happens, God is showing us what's happening in front of us. So is the glass half empty or is it half full? Miracles are happening every day, right in front of us. And if we choose to look at, how we got here, and we have to look at how we got here, but we can't stay in trauma for too long because we have to remember that there's things that we have to do in life. So this happened for a reason. Society as a whole seems like now everybody's paying attention. Now, if you can get the world stage or the world to attention too, like is that not a blessing? Because y'all, a lot of this stuff already been happening. And that's one of the things I kept saying. They're talking about it as of now, but they don't realize we already been in this fight. We already been in this struggle. And if now we can get the world stage and everybody that's involved to pay attention, then we did what we were supposed to do. We're doing what we're supposed to do. But y'all heard that lady also say that a lot of y'all are being called, she didn't say that, but what she said was, you will stop yourself because you're comfortable. You're comfortable in not saying anything. You know what they say? If you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. You're comfortable in not saying anything. You have been called to say something. You're observing, you know what to say, but you're not saying anything. You're sitting idly by hoping somebody else can say it or somebody else will do it. Meanwhile, you're being told to do it. This is also why, even from the beginning, I said I was going to say some stuff that was probably going to piss some people off, but it was going to be the truth. It was going to be the truth. It wasn't for us to get up and run out in the streets to do anything. I said, and if all of y'all, anybody that's on my YouTube channel, what did I say from the beginning? Get y'all people. Y'all remember me saying that? Even from the time all of this stuff started. Get y'all people, because now y'all are responsible for that. And y'all have to now take accountability for that. Now, then after that, everybody's saying the same exact thing. Yes. We're on this. And she said rest is also a part of what heals your system in order for you to know. Because it's not that you're being lazy. It's just that we already been dealing with this for how long? And I also pointed out to where one of the ladies said they need to start listening to. Y'all have to start listening to other races, other cultures, and so do we, as to what they're saying, as the stereotypes and this, that, and the third, because we all sat by and idly watch certain things happen because that's all we knew. That's all we thought. We thought all the African kids had big old stomachs. Meanwhile, they've been pillaging, taking resources and everything else, but yet that's not what they told us. And so at some point in time, it is all of us, everybody taking accountability for what's happening. So this morning, another thing, and stop deferring accountability too, because it's still people are responsible. So he was right, and he had a good conversation. So I'm not saying anything about what the man said. The message was the message, but let's stop deferring accountability because he's responsible too. So the man was saying that, you know, this man is just a puppet, a figurehead. I agree with all of that. I done said that to y'all before. They just know that he's just mad and crazy enough to do it. He's just, you know, you get it, right? So there's more people. There's somebody else. There's a puppet master, you know, behind the scenes. Because if you look at a person's record, then you can see, it's like when I told y'all about the black people being midwives and all this other shit. There's no way you're going to convince me that I'm trash and then feed your baby to me. Like, allow me to feed your baby. Because ain't no way I'm going to think somebody is less than me and I'm going to let you nourish my child. So there's things that go over people's heads, or the brain is just not registering. These are not people, these are cattle. We sell them, but meanwhile they're watching my children, they're feeding, fixing my food, and like, bitch, that's weird. Ain't no fucking way. But apparently this is how people rationalize whatever the fuck shit is they're doing. But I love my babies, and so that right there shows me the disconnect between a human at all, period, because there's no way. Like, bitch, I wish I would catch you with your nipple in my, like, are you crazy? But this is the mindset of. So y'all have to start thinking as to when these people are saying certain things. Yes, you said when one thing is this, so does the other. Exactly. So they're saying that, you know, he's a puppet head, he's a da-da-da-da. They're saying you can't blame him. Yes, the fuck we can. Because regardless of the fact, he did take the job, so he's still accountable. We get that he's not that smart because he, you know, disrupts every system that he's in. What the fuck did y'all think he was going to do? Look at the history of him. So even for all the smart people saying, oh, it's this, that, and the third, look at his record. Like, for some reason, y'all are oblivious to paying attention to the truth about people, right? So I get it, right? And so he's saying there's a puppeteer, but he wants to deflect the responsibility from the person that's sitting in the seat. No, they're just as responsible. They're just as responsible. You can't deflect your accountability to, oh, I just did. Because there's something that it needs to be said. It's like, you know, when I sat on the platform and I said, well, fuck it. If y'all just going to volunteer for, because, you know, now the people saying, oh, we should have let a black woman. Well, if y'all going to let a black woman, don't get, you know, just any black woman. Make sure it's, you know, a black woman. And so if y'all just going to volunteer for that, I'll volunteer. Let me be president. I'll run. But also in the process of that, right? Now say that actually happened and they said, fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all want to talk shit? Let's let her do it, right? And then I get into the seat and all of a sudden they're telling me that I can't do something. You can't do this. Then what the hell are we even here for? Like, this is the time when we start, you know, saying this, that, and the third. But they also said that a man was doing that, remember, and he was driving along in his automobile. And then they gave him a driver that, you know, did that. So, again, we're in judgment. Revelations. Everything happens for a reason. I kept hearing, they all fall down like toy soldiers. Step by step, heart to heart, they all fall down. It's all falling down. And not for nothing, the other part that alarms me even more is I don't even think that y'all are ready to see what's been really running this country or what's really pulling the threads, because y'all are going to act like y'all didn't see it. Now, I'm going to say that because, do y'all remember when the Vatican, everybody was talking about the Vatican opened these portals, da. Y'all remember that? And then there was videos that surfaced, right? Y'all didn't see what was in there? Go find those videos. And if you don't see what's there, it's a sign that your brain is protecting you. Because when them doors open, if you look to the right-hand side, that's not a person. If you look at who opened the doors, that's not a person. Some people in the comments pointed it out. But also remember, they said that room was sealed. That room was spotless. So if that room was sealed and it's spotless, that means there's a whole nother everything happening over there that we are not privy to. And that could be a thing. But I saw it as plain as day. I sent the video to somebody else. I said, do you not see that right there? So if that's the case, what y'all gonna do when your brain is offering you the truth? Are you gonna take it or not? Because a lot of y'all won't even, do the job that God is even telling you to do. And not for nothing, one of the best things that I heard came from somebody that could be really covering up, graping of children and things, because they observed it and they didn't say anything. But it stuck with me when I heard it, when that boy said it. If you'll lie to God, you'll lie to us all. How you do stuff and think that God don't see you? How do you do anything and think that God doesn't see you? And you don't have to tell us at all, period, because we ain't got a heaven or hell to put you in. Some people think they can get you close, but technically they can or they can't. But they ain't got a heaven or hell to put you in. And mind you, they do these things right in our faces and still lie to God. So do with that information what y'all will. Everything happens for a reason. Whether or not you like it or not, when one thing exists, so does the other. And I'm going to keep saying it. I was here back then. That was before I found the chat. This was last December. I mean, I told y'all, I don't got no reason to lie to y'all. I tell y'all what I get told and everything else. Sometimes I'll be amazed at my damn self. But guess what? I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Even recently, I just got to the point where it's just like, whatever, because some things are hard to say because people are not really ready to hear it. And it's like the conversations about, the society as a whole and how people will turn the other eye or the other cheek or the other and act like they don't see that this whole group, everything about them is corrupt. Everything. Because if not for nothing, those files existed. Those files have existed for forever and a day, and somehow these people got still where they were. That's a level of corruption that, is outstanding. You mean to tell me y'all knew that this happened to, these little people and nobody felt like they should have? And how did even the black president, I love Barack, but how did Barack not know that these files existed? If he was going to create a change or do a change, that means that whoever is running it is not telling us, or they didn't let him touch it. But to me, they all fall down because God has his soldiers too. And regardless of whether or not people, think it or not, people can think that they are, because I said it was Goliath. David and Goliath keeps coming up. And so, but also in the process of that, be mindful. Because remember when David and Goliath, their story existed. For some reason, I keep thinking that What happened to the brothers? Why do they leave out the story that there was other ones being there? Exactly, that's right. So why do they leave out the fact of the brothers and what happened with that story also? Because did they run? Because if you do something to my brother, then you also know that I'm gonna have to, if, especially if they all came to fight, they came into battle, what happened? It's almost like they tell us a story and then they leave us unprepared. Like, we prepare because we know, da 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 da. Either way, I feel like it's still the undercurrent or the undertone of it's still danger around. Like it's still giants that existed that think they can crush you, but they might have ran away and try to come back to fight another day. Either way, David's bloodline still exists in the world, and so we have to all be brave, and we all have to also say. Remember when I said about the mind? And I was telling y'all that very thing about what she was saying, but I said y'all are going to see some stuff, and the reason why now they're starting to push like AI so bad is because they want you to fall in the comfort zone. But you saw what you saw. And so if I push that AI exists, and mind you, the demons and the devils start coming out and they're walking amongst us, you're going to think that it's AI. It's just like how now they got the alien prosthetics and everything else, and it's like everybody is being their own true self, so they dressing up and everything else and being whatever character they wish to play, and some of them are looking very, very real. But are they real? Or is it just a costume? Mind you, I literally told you that for some reason one of the dudes that are on social media, he shows up and he's always talking like about simulations and things of that nature, and he'll say like, watch, when I step, there's nobody outside, he'll film that there's nobody outside, or the girl, they'll film that there's nobody outside, right? And then as soon as they hit outside, all of a sudden there's cars and things of that nature that comes. Mind you, never paid no attention to that, right? I'll go to the grocery store, and it was the strangest thing because once I get down the first aisle, nobody's down there, and then the person that comes looked like a cartoon character. But now I told y'all, I feel like it's like they done messed up something so bad. There's some birds showing up right here. They done messed up everything so bad that now it looks like the 2D is bleeding into the 3D. Like the cartoons are having texture. Like it's coming off the screen. And so how did that happen with everything all at the same time? But then I watched the lady she said it a year ago, and it's funny because I saw the thing about the lady. She describes like scientific stuff in a way where children can understand. So she was talking about how like the 2D was flat, and then the 3D has this, and then the 4D has that. And then she said she was talking about how if a 3D character, because as she's explaining it, she's making you know and understand that the 2D has their own, like they interact all on their own. It's just a flat version. But we normally are drawing it and you can see how it interacts. But when we're not paying attention and we're not looking, it's doing its own thing, like Toy Story. And as y'all know, they tell us stories. And then if you go look up the thing about atoms and protons and things of that nature, when the people aren't looking, they started doing their own thing. And then when the people were looking, like, it's a lot. But it explains how, but you wouldn't understand it, or you wouldn't think that it exists because, and the only reason why I'm saying you wouldn't understand is because we wouldn't think that is real. We automatically, contributed to, nah, that can't happen. Meanwhile, Toy Story was showing you that shit be doing whatever it's doing when, you're not paying attention. And I also came to y'all and I was telling y'all about when I'm saying it seems like something's happening in this house. Like there's another me living in this house and they're having their life, I'm having my life, and sometimes we bleed onto each other a little bit. And they're stealing my stuff, or I'm taking their shit because shit's just showing up. Because where the hell did that come from? I didn't have that. I don't know. Either way, everything happens for a reason. And why do they not want to tell me about this baby? All right, y'all, there's a baby. But mind you, babies could be several different things. Because mind you, my brain, every time I read this, I see a baby. So everything happens for a reason. Welcome to Earth School, beloved. They just arrived. They just got here. So the baby's on scene, okay, y'all, just so y'all know. But babies could be a real physical baby. It could be a business. It could be something that you love. Like, that's my baby. Um, but for some reason, it's giving me the vibe of it's brand new. So it could be something brand new. Nope. All I keep hearing is he's here. But mind you, I've been hearing he's here. Y'all, whatever that is, um, everything's happening at the same damn time. So remember, there's a Noah. Y'all may be thinking this is weird, but there's a Noah on Earth right now that's building an ark because he's being told that there's a flood coming. But he's here could also be referencing a baby that is the actual baby. Or they could be talking about the baby. I like the baby, but it's a baby, y'all, a real baby. I'm just joking, but there's a baby. It's gonna be funny because the baby that y'all not gonna think that it's the baby, because watch this baby be born to a mom that nobody's gonna think could bring in that type of seed. But also that would mean that if I hear the baby is here, then they also know that the baby is here too. So the baby's actually physically on Earth, just so y'all know, because he's here. All right, take it how it resonates. That's the message, and go with God. As y'all see, I am trying to, if y'all, before y'all leave, that y'all are here, go look at the products, please and thank you. Put something in your shopping cart for me, please and thank you. Just put it in your shopping cart. And yeah, we're gonna be back. So what I'm trying to do is get on the other computer up there, but I might have to just buck the other systems and whatnot, but I'm still dressing up that area, and then I gotta do this area, but I'm dressing up that area first because that area is my room, and in my room, I'll be able to stream, because y'all know I do my night streams and stuff. Matter of fact, I got 2 videos that are up on the channel anyway that came from Twitch, full night. Y'all, it's like 17 hours worth of stuff. So there's that. And if you haven't seen my 25-minute video on TikTok, go watch my 25-minute video on TikTok. I was in the shower and everything, just so y'all know. I woke straight up. I had washed my hair that night, y'all. Fell asleep, and it dried crazy looking. Either way, y'all still got that footage. So judge your mammy. And I still love y'all, but your girl's looking crazy on there. But I'm doing it because everything happens for a reason. See y'all later. I should be back with y'all. Hopefully it ain't a million tests. But y'all seen that shit. Y'all seen how long I was working on it yesterday. Because y'all seen how many, I just deleted them today. And it was sound, noise going crazy and everything. Like, I'm trying to get the audio right. Right now, I can't even hear nothing from the speaker. So, it keeps being fixed this day and then something else happens. The wires are important. Y'all, I'm going to just do a thing. This is why all of this exists. Because I need to buy me a computer. And y'all are, y'all know I'm an affiliate and all that. So y'all will be assisting me in, you know, helping me get a computer. So please go look through and see if, Mike, I put some wallets in there too, just so you know. So go look through the shop, you know, TikTok shop. And y'all can see what's on the shop on all the other platforms. But go look through the shop and see what y'all like, okay? Please and thank you. Don't buy nothing if you're not supposed to buy nothing. Okay? That too. He said, I wondered, but it's progress still in period. He said in the shower. Yeah, I was in the shower. I was in the shower. I was washing my hair, y'all, everything. I did it all. So 25-minute video. I was shocked that TikTok let me make a 25-minute video. And then when I realized at the end, and I was like, this video is long. So if y'all got here this long, TikTok may let me make a 25-minute video. Y'all, nothing can stop me. I'm on the way up. That means I'm changing things. I'm on my way up. But y'all, this is really good though. I ain't lying to y'all. And if you take it like regular, it tastes like y'all remember pink bubble gum? It almost tastes like that a little bit, but it really don't have it's good. That's what I can tell you. Because I didn't drink it out of the pack twice, like right in my mouth, and kept it pushing. But other than that, we're going to go on and get, and I'm going to go do some test runs and see what's up there. I might need something to eat because I feel hungry, but y'all, I don't even know what I would need to eat, because the food just don't taste right. Nothing tastes right to me. And that is really also getting on my nerves because why? Like, even when I start getting to the point where it almost feel like, okay, I can eat this and it's gonna be good. Like some days, some things like okay, but then it got this smell to it that smell like, why it smell like that? And it's not just one thing. It's like all of it. It all smells weird. And so, which is also sad because then this man came and he said, y'all, all this shit just is coming together. This man said, that he keeps getting a revelation that the food, because everybody goes and buys up all the food because you know everything that's happening right now. And then he said, the food that comes back on the shelf, don't eat it. It's tainted. Mind you, the man is not wrong. Literally, I heard that already. And it's strange that now I'm hearing it more. Like I heard it and now I'm hearing it more and more and more and more and more. So that means that it's not wrong. So if y'all ain't got y'all seeds and things of that nature right now, y'all better get y'all seeds. But my aunt is saying that the seeds done went up. And so I want to start doing growing some stuff on the inside of the house. And I'm gonna just go get me some dirt and I'm gonna start because I got like garlic up there right now, which is really nothing, but I need some little some dirt in a little buckets. But y'all, excuse me, cause this shit smell foul. And I don't know how much more we gonna be able. Well, I don't know how y'all go with God, but I don't know how much more I'm gonna be able to take because I done just came to the conclusion like fuck it, you can afford to lose some weight anyway, so bitch, you'll be fine. Because what I'm gonna do? So hopefully it'll give me enough time to grow. So I'm gonna be just like the rest of y'all. I ain't got to the point where I didn't even started doing it. Mind you, I got again. God keeps saying you got everything that you need. Indoors or real because they spraying. Yes, I'm going to do it inside. I'm actually looking to put some trays in the windows, like some boards, so then that way I can have levels of stuff going in there. Cause I mean, in the window to be able to grow in the window. Cause y'all, this ain't right. Like whatever is happening with the food, we can't act like we don't see it. And mind you, like the texture, if I keep seeing shit that got bad texture, like I definitely ain't gonna be attempting to try to put that in my mouth because no way, Jose. I like my shit burnt. And burnt meaning like, no, hell no. Ain't no way. So all I'm gonna say is y'all, we're being told, and mind you, like I said, I'm telling y'all even the process. Like I can't find my lamp for some reason. I can't find my lamp, which I need to find that. Then I need to be able to try to get another one because that old lamp is important. I told you I woke up crying about that. So I gotta find out where this lamp is. Mind you, it shouldn't be too many. I think I got like 3 boxes that I probably need to go through anyway. But y'all, look into hydroponics or indoor growing. Oh, and I'm bringing my cuz I already made this decision. Cuz the garlic is sitting in water. It don't have dirt in it yet. And once I started growing it like that, cuz it grew real fast, and that's what I was thinking like, "Oh shit, I'm about to bring my fish tank in here. I can put it in the kitchen window and I can do some hydroponics too." Mind you, my fish tank just sitting outside collecting fucking dust. Got every piece to it. So again, y'all, these are things when we have not because we ask not, or we have not because we just ain't put some shit together. If you're like me and you just ain't put some shit together, get your ass up and go put some shit together. Because I'm talking about y'all running out of time. Meanwhile, back at band camp, y'all. I'm y'all. Because although I be doing stuff, it's just that, I'm also, over here and over there and everything else. And we don't want to be the people, none of us want to be the people that we already got the messages. I gave the message and bitch, you still not prepared. Meanwhile, it exists because we are people and, shit does happen. But we all have to do better, including myself. So I have not found my lamp yet, because I'm gonna go look for it after I get off here, just because. But also I need to make sure that I have enough oil, whether or not it be cooking oil, because I'm gonna test the cooking oil out before, you know, I go. I'm gonna test the cooking oil out and see if it works. Because if you have to not have, you know, a certain type of oil for it, substitutes are great. But also remember, back in the day, they would use like animal fat and things of that nature. But how many of us is out here just, you know, with the animal fat and things of that nature? Oh, and just so y'all know, I'm housing a deer right now that's in my backyard, and I need to get him some corn because he is apparently being he's hiding here because he's hurt. So I was looking at him yesterday out the window, and I done seen him twice, and I kept wondering where his family is, because normally when the deers come through, they always are with a whole group. He can't go, so he's left here, and the reason why he can't go is because his leg is fucked up. And I don't just want him to die back there. So he can move around, but his leg is definitely fucked up. And so that would mean to me that he can't hunt. Is that not the case? Or she? I done just made him a he. Is that not the case? And is that going to be bad if I start feeding him? Somebody tell me, answer me, because I need to know. All right, so my uncle about to go put some corn out now. I'm dog sitting today. All right, yeah, so I'm going to have to probably get some of that because... But is that going to be bad? Somebody tell me, because I need to know. Because when I was looking out the window, you can clearly see that he must have got hit. And it's like... I don't know if it's probably going to heal like that because... But he's moving very slow. Well, I got enough of them niggas out there right now. I was wondering why he was sitting on my neighbor's step, because there was two of them over there, and one of them was just sitting there. But so he's now going back in between. He's staying in the woods, but every day I go outside, he's in my backyard. So I was thinking I should feed him, you know, to kind of nurture him back to health. But I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing, because, you know, also because I don't know if that's, you know, what I'm supposed to do, but I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. So when I go to Walmart, I was thinking I was gonna go get him some of that corn shit that you throw out there for him, and hopefully that'll heal him. If I'm supposed to give him something else to make sure he heals, somebody let me know, because I don't know nothing about no damn deer, and I'm not the animal whisperer, but apparently I am, since they be over here all the damn time. Like, my backyard be full of deer. And so apparently he must have thought this was a good place for him to hide, because he's over here. All right, y'all. I guess we out of here. Oh, we got 19,000 period. Y'all, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to go on and get. I'll be back, though. And it's Friday. It's Friday. Friday.